Hi there and welcome to anybody who's logged on through the website or anybody on YouTube who's following around. This is a demonstration on the RS50 from Plastimo, this little prismatic compass which we really like and we think is an excellent piece of kit. We've been searching high and low to get this introduced back into the country in mills. Beware, there are compasses which are the same in green but are in degrees. So what makes this compass unique? Well, for a start, it's got a rubber outer casing which makes the compass incredibly robust, and it's also been ergonomically designed so you can actually hold it easily with a glove without dropping it. So it's smash proof, bash proof, and it's easily handheld. Other things which are important about the compass is that the internal workings can actually be exchanged for degrees if you so wish. The back plate on the compass is luminescent, so that obviously lights up the dials at night. As I say, it can be read by looking down on top of the dial, but it can also be read through the prism on the top. So basically all you do is you line up the compass by looking through with your eye, and inside the prism you can see a red line coming straight down, and then you line that up with the mils that you want, and then you make a direct reading from that red light directly onto the point that you want to navigate to. One of the things that's unique about this compass is that the back plate, although it's luminescent, you can exchange it for a trigger light. This is photoluminescent bars on the back plate of this, which will last for 12 years. So unlike the luminescent plate in the RS50, which relies on sunlight or artificial light to make it glow, if this sits in the bottom of your Bergen for say a day or a couple of days and then you bring it out, it will glow, but it won't glow quite as well as it would do if I'd switch these lights off now. The trigger light, the photoluminescent lights, basically will glow for about 12 years continually, whether they're buried in the bottom of your Bergen or buried in a cave somewhere. So this lighting system, although expensive, is well worth consideration with the Plastimo 50. So how do you get this into this? Very, very simple. All we do is to take a blunt instrument like the handle on a spoon, we slip it inside the back of the plate and we ease that out. We then take our trigger light and we locate the nipple on the top of the trigger light with the nipple or the recess in the compass, which is here. And we're going to turn that round and we slide that in. Now this is a little bit fiddly, so bear with me. I'll get my spoon in there, just spin that around like so, and there we go, straight forward, straight in. And now if you look on the top of there, Pete, and you can get a close-up of that, you can see 3 of the trigger lights which sit underneath the main dial, and one of the trigger lights actually sits underneath the prism. So there you go, what we've got within the RS50 is an incredibly robust, very, very accurate piece of equipment. We think at the price that it's at, it's well worth a purchase. But before we go any further, what we'll do is we'll give you a demonstration of the compass being used with both its original backplate, the luminescent backplate, and the trigger light photoluminescent backplate. So we'll do you 2 demonstrations with the lights off so that you can look at it. Bear in mind that the lens on the camera is obviously not quite as adept as your eyesight, so therefore you're getting a fairly good reading of what it's like, but it's not going to be a very accurate reading of what it's like. So without further ado, we'll cut from this and we'll show you what it's like with the lights. Okay, what we've done now is we've actually put the Plastimo RS50, and it's got its original back plate inside it now. And what we're going to do is switch off the lights, which will give you an indication of how bright the back plate is. It's very, very important to note that obviously on switching out the lights, the back plate will be very bright purely because it's soaking up light, artificial light that we've got in this editing suite. It's going to soak that up and then reflect it back at you. So please bear in mind that obviously if the compass had been in the base of your Bergen, the the chances are that it wouldn't be as bright as it is now. But without further ado, what we'll do is we'll turn the lights off and give you an idea of how bright the compass is. As you can see from that, what we're going to do now is we're going to try and turn the compass so that you get an idea of what it looks like through the viewfinder. This is very, very difficult because, almost impossible in fact. There you go, you can just about see the dial through there. And you know, with the night vision, which is adjusted, you probably get a really good idea of you get a good reading at night once your eyes have adjusted. So that's the original plate that comes with the Plastimo 50. What we'll do now is we'll change it to the trigger light. Okay, what we've done now is we've exchanged the backplate, the original backplate out of the RS for the trigger light backplate. You can see 3 trigger lights here, photoluminescent lights, and the other one sits underneath the prism. So what we're going to do without further ado is switch the lights off. So I'll switch this one off here like so. And we'll do the other one. There you go. So now you can see how bright it is, and if I actually reach down in the dark and twist the compass, you can see how crystal clear the readout is on that. And what I'll do now is I'll twist the compass so you get a good idea of what it looks like through the prism. Bear in mind that this is particularly difficult because of the lens on the camera. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is, as I say, it's quite difficult to do because I have to use the camera from a bit of a distance, but if you put your eye up against it, you have to trust me on this one, the clarity of the reading is quite exceptional. Even if you've come from a lit area straight into the dark and your eyes haven't had time to adjust to night vision, using the trigger light backplate gives you an incredibly accurate reading. So there you go, that's the RS50 from Plastimo. We think well worth the purchase, and definitely the backplate is well worth considering. Thanks very much indeed for watching. Cheers for now.